You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujata.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to The Word on the Streets after our little break for holiday season.
Jet setters,
go
getters.
I'm guessing you can remember our names, but
I'm tanned.
If not, I'm Joe. That tanned man that you don't recognise is Raj.
I thought you were on about me.
No. Finally living up to the Pujara name is Raj.
You are. You're looking like some villain.
Villain?
Yeah, but like a tanned villain. Do you know what I mean? Like someone who's like.
Aren't all tan guys villains in your eyes?
Pretty much.
And the racist man in the corner is Jason. Hi, Jason.
Yeah. I've got rid of my racist haircut. Actually, I'm growing it out. So.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get? You're gonna get the comb over?
I'm gonna go for the full Pujara. I think.
The full Pujara.
The bun to the back.
So, because you gotta think after 3 weeks living with this man, I've seen the hassle of when he washes it. This man looks defeated before he's even tried doing anything with it.
It's a lot. Yeah.
And like, is there a pool of hair in the?
Nah, weirdly, you were quite good at cleaning.
I mean, I
up the
tidy
hair in
up.
the
I'm
shower.
not a...
No, but I mean, does it normally collect like when you? Because that's what I found when I had long hair. It just used to collect my arse crack at
I
times
forgot
as
you
well.
used to have a mad long hair.
Yeah.
I just collect in the brush and then just empty the brush.
Yeah.
I get
like grooming a
strands.
dog.
So when I wash it, I get strands that come off, but like not bunches, and I just turn it into a little ball and I just put it on the side until I'm done. Why is that funny?
It's just like you like rolling it together.
It's
like
fun. It's quite therapeutic.
Hair putty.
Yeah. It's quite therapeutic. Yeah. I'll bring you one.
Yeah, bring me one.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my hair box.
Late birthday present.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was your birthday. What did you get?
I mostly.
What I'm saying is, show them your handbag.
Yeah.
I got a handbag.
Lady's bag.
I got a
Not
lady.
a man bag.
It's not even a man bag, is it? It's a woman bag.
What brand is that?
For the viewers
Russell,
at home, this is from. This is the Russell brand. No, joking. Well, it's banned.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, this is an actual. It's actually a woman's bag.
Yeah.
From Cos.
What's in it? What have you got? So much stuffings.
I don't think there's anything that interesting in it, to be honest. There's
Tampons.
my daily goal setter, so I put all my work stuff in there.
Should we read today's
No,
note?
you
This
fucking
man's got
not.
a woman's bag and a manifestation diary.
No, it's what I put all my work shit in. So like the daily stuff I have to do.
You
What else in
non-binary
there?
now?
Oh, Kindle.
Okay, what's that? Let me have a look. I know what a Kindle is, but I love the screen on this. It baffles me that it's digital.
Oh, I've got my women's sunglasses.
Yeah. Metrosexual. Remember when that was a thing in the noughties?
Yeah.
Would you say you're metrosexual?
I think you
What does that mean?
define metrosexual.
It means like Russell Brand, isn't it? Like
metrosexual.
feminine,
Stop trying to brand me.
feminine alpha males.
Metrosexual.
Yeah.
It just used to be a man that's like comfortable with his sexuality and dresses a bit fruitier, basically. Like me wearing a cardigan back in the day would have been like, you're a metrosexual, you know what I mean?
Nah. Cardigans were the thing back then.
You
Cardigans
used to
and plimsolls were. I'm going Oceania.
Okay, remember the ones that you used to get? Were these the thing like where you live? Can you remember the ones from Decathlon?
What? Nah,
No.
we had the Top Man ones.
No,
Top Man.
Decathlon did these like slip-on ones that were like kind of plimsoll trainers with like a little bit of elastic.
Nah.
Everyone,
had
around
them
where
in
we
primary
were,
school.
everyone used to wear them, and they were like out of stock all the time.
Yeah, we had them in primary school. I
Yeah.
never owned a pair of Toms.
They were like Toms, but a little bit more like Jimmy.
I had a mate.
No,
who-
the other like
I never had Toms.
JD Sports and Top Man plimsolls.
Yeah,
You
I
slip
didn't like
those
them.
little bad boys on, you're ready to rave.
Nah, I never had plimsoll. I never had boat shoes.
You never had
Never
boat?
had-
I've
I
still
had a
got
pair of boat shoes. Yeah,
Nah, I just always wore
never really
trainers.
wore them.
I wore a lot of Vans back in the day, so they kind of look a bit like a plimsoll, innit? Like a pump. Yeah. So yeah, I reckon you define metrosexual.
Yeah, I'd say I fall into that category.
Feminine
I'm
male.
beginning to find myself now. Do you know what I mean? So
Do you like? Would you put a bit of eyeliner on? Would you paint your nails?
I'll paint my nails. Yeah.
Any colour? Or
No, just clear gels. It's mainly to stop me biting.
no,
them.
no. But what I'm saying is, would you paint them another colour?
Like a
Oh, I've
statement.
done that before. Yeah.
Just for
For a
fun?
festival, and stuff
okay.
like that. Yeah, I'll paint. Oh, like did it with all like different stuff on it, like smiley faces and shit.
I've only ever had it where I was very absent-mindedly. Someone was like, "Can I paint your nails?" And I went, "Yeah," and then realised afterwards how long it takes to get it off.
Yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache doing it as well, especially if you're having like things drawn on it. It just takes ages. It's not really worth the hassle. No. Anything else like you want to ask what I do?
I wore eyeliner once as well because I was going to. I was going. It was like a. 80s,
it's all coming out now.
No, it was like an 80s costume party.
Oh, was it? That's fair enough.
And I went as like one of the new romantics, like Adamant.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I remember my mate did the eyeliner, and I can't lie, like I looked in the mirror and I was like, I've never.
Your eyes pop, innit?
Yeah, it's mad.
It is good. Like I've worn it once when I dressed as Jack Sparrow for like fancy dress thing, like a 90s. Can remember that? Have you been to a 90s weekender?
I'm going to one.
Mate, they're tragic.
Yeah, no, I'm fully strapped in.
What are you dressing up as?
It's not a dressing up one. It's
they're always dressing up ones.
It's an Oktoberfest one. So
that'd be good. So you go dressed as a German. Like, who are you gonna go as?
Beckenbauer.
What about Heinrich Himmler?
No, I'm gonna go as Himmler. I'm gonna rock up to an adult camp for the weekend dressed as Himmler. Are you fucking mad? No chance. The thing I'm most upset about is Butlins car park is £6.50 a day.
I won't be taking a shower if I was staying with you, that's for sure.
Chance, mate. That's still cheaper than fucking Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah. Did you
go Universal Studios?
We went to Universal. We had like a little family day out at Universal. It cost us like, what, $120 for the tickets each.
$150 for the ticket.
Each for the ticket. And then we get there and they were like, oh, you've got to pay like $50 for parking. And all this geezer cared about was that we were in the ET section of the car park. He went
was that the extra like $40 on top?
He went from feeling wronged, with us getting scanned for parking, to him just going, oh, I love you too.
That basically is mental.
I went to Universal Studios in 1994.
Yeah.
And I went to the ET ride, and I've still to this day got the teddy bear I bought from there. So it's a bit nostalgic.
Did you like?
Don't cuss me. You got a handbag, big man.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, did you like bring it with you to the?
No, I did not bring it with me. I did sometimes pretend to be. No, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got a handbag, but you pretend to be.
Leave that.
Park
that one.
Tell me. Come on, we can bleep it
I'll
out.
park it because he can't park. He actually can't park. He doesn't know how to park.
Really? I don't like parallel
not even with
parking.
the cameras. Did you have cameras?
Bay parking, in and out, mate. But parallel parking.
Parallel. You just get in line with the wing mirrors, turn it on full lock. Then when it looks like you're going to hit the curb, turn back the other way.
Now, what he does is he does all of that and just hits the curb.
Yeah.
Scrapes the alloys.
That's how he knows how close he is. He just hits it.
Yeah, it's like I'm there.
And LA curbs are like up here, bruv.
Yeah. Like
are they?
Yeah, I drive like I'm in Rome. I just bounce off cars and fucking...
Yeah.
We got about, though.
Yeah, we done all right. He drove during the day. I drove at night. He drove a lot of the time.
So tell me more about Universal Studios. What rides did you go on?
Yeah.
And what was Raj doing?
So yes, we went to
Were you like pretending to be like an Ewok or something?
No. He wasn't even doing it at Universal.
Yeah,
Universal would have made more sense.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah.
Tell me.
We went to Universal, little family day out, and at the back end of the trip, we were like, oh, well, we ain't stopped, so it's just a holiday now, and it basically. So went to Universal. We went to. I'd never been before, innit? And I didn't know what it was, so I was a bit overwhelmed when I got in there.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Like, I walked into Simpsons Land, and I was like, "This is mental." So went on the Simpsons ride. That was pretty sick. Got a picture with Homer Simpson. Then the Mummy ride, Jurassic World, Transformers.
Nice.
Super Mario World was shit. It looked.
Oh really?
Sick.
Is that a new thing as well?
Yeah, it looked sick, but the ride.
It's one
was
for the
awful.
kids.
It's a me.
Yeah, spot on.
It was, I was sat there like, okay.
I had a headache afterwards, but then we went.
Why was it like loads of like bright lights?
Wear
and
this thing and it like.
Okay.
Augmented reality. It was.
Right.
It was
Yeah. AR.
Yeah, but we went for the horror thing, the horror mazes. That's what we went for because they'd just started Halloween season.
Nice.
Shook.
Yeah, we were like third day, so the horror mazes were what? The Exorcist, The Last of Us. Stranger Things.
Really? That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Is that where they have people dressed up as?
Yeah.
I've been to one of those, but in the UK, like a B-Tech version of it. It was pretty scary because you've got like some guy dressed up as like well, he's from Yorkshire, but he's got like a meat cleaver in his hand, chasing after you in a Nazi uniform.
Yeah, but I was saying it's just a Saturday.
Just him
night
at Butlins.
No, it was I was saying that to Raj, though, like the one that I went to one in Burton-on-Trent years ago.
They actually just took you around the hospital at Burton-on-Trent. It's just like, look, right, some people will chase you. Some people do have one leg, but it's because of diabetes, and that person is setting himself on fire.
Nah, but the one in Burton-on-Trent was sick because at Universal, like Raj said himself, and he's like, yeah, but it's Universal, so they can't touch you, so it's not scary. But in Burton-on-Trent, they were assaulting people.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, do they? Like taking kids down, rugby tackling them.
Yeah, it was mad, and it was in like a big corn maze. It was fucking mad.
Yeah, and the actual themes are like really rogue, aren't they? Like when I went, it was like a Nazi zombie.
Yeah,
was like one of the themes for
the
areas.
Exorcist one was sick.
Yeah, but I think that's because it was the first one we went in.
No, but there was one bit of it, right, where you walk through this corridor and it's like an L-shaped corridor.
Yeah.
Right, and you're walking down and there's like a tiled wall on your right, but it's like a backlit wall, right, which I learned after, and it will just switch off and the wall goes. And then there's just the Exorcist girl stood there.
Oh, really? Fuck.
And then the wall will come back, but because it's L-shaped, it'll go off again, and she'll be in front of you. It's fucked.
But this guy's a nightmare for all of the actors that are in there because he walks through these horror mazes like he's just having a stroll in the park. So it'll be like... I
was there like Holmes under the hammer, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, you got a bit of damp over here.
We're not surveying the place. And then fucking, like, it happened like 3 times. We'd walk into a room and someone would jump out, time it perfectly, right in his face. But this geezer's too busy looking over here. And then he'd just turn and be like, oh, you're right. That was
like the worst horror movie character ever.
But yeah, the Halloween thing was sick.
Yeah,
I think those places, like, they're so expensive. I think if you took kids there, you'd look to lose them in those kind of places.
Yeah, I think you have to be, because it's open till 2 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah. So we had
That's
12,
wild,
bars
12 hours open and everything. It was sick.
Really? Like people just getting leathered then going around that?
I highly recommend it.
And we were meant to be going to some comedy night and a party at the Comedy Store. And I was having to message people being like, they were like, where are you? When are you getting to the party? And I was like, we're literally in the queue for the Last of Us maze. And they were like, oh, you're actually at Universal. We didn't get to the Comedy Store until
whereabouts is it then?
11.
It wasn't far from us. So
Griffith Park.
Yeah.
Near there.
Oh, so it's in New York?
No, LA. But it's like
LA. Sorry, I'm being
studios.
Fucking stupid.
So
yeah, I didn't realize there was one in LA because I'm thinking in my head it's Florida. And I'm like, well,
yeah, there's 2.
Yeah, maybe I'll go to Florida one night.
Oh,
next
it is
week.
sick, and it's the actual it is the actual TV lot. Like we didn't have time, but you can do the tour in it where you get taken around all the lots and like you can watch them film The Voice and shit.
Really?
But yeah,
that's pretty cool.
We didn't have time for that, but yeah, it was good.
It was sick.
Yeah, when Raj, I shouldn't tell the story about when you were pretending to.
No.
Nah. I don't even know why that. I think we were delirious by that point.
Yeah, we'd walk too much.
Yeah. It was hot as well.
It was hot, yeah.
But yeah, it was LA, man. It's an interesting place, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah, I've fucking never seen so many crackheads' asses.
Yeah,
in my life.
It's grim, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw Cecil Hotel.
Yep.
We drove.
Is that the one off the Netflix documentary?
Yeah, but this geezer again.
What have I done now? I was always this.
And what's it called? What's the road called?
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
So
yeah.
we're like, we're always running out of fuel in this car, and Raj is like, "Nah, you've still got the reserve. You've still got the reserve tank. Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we should probably fill up because we're driving." It was like 10:30 at night to go see the Cecil Hotel in Skid Row, and he's like, "Nah, don't worry about it." So as we literally, when I say we see it, we drove past it and went, "Oh, mad." And then carried on driving because Skid Row is like a war
and also
zone.
the hotel's shut now.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, otherwise I'd have
war
gone
zone as well.
What is it? Just like derelict, like spooky kind of hotel.
Yeah. And then like it is mad there. Like you've got like the tents all up the road and like just crackheads everywhere. But then that reserve don't get you very far. So then we had to fill the car up in the petrol forecourt in the middle of Skid Row.
What kind of crackheads we're talking like?
He says man didn't leave the car, bro.
Yeah, we filled it up the last time.
Yeah, he's a target though, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
And I was in the driver's seat, ready for a speedy getaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speedy getaway.
What are the crackheads like there? Like,
oh yeah, lovely. Yeah.
No, but I mean, are they like?
They genuinely don't bother you.
Yeah, or are they like? And like, what's the look of them?
It's almost like they just live in their own little bubble.
Yeah.
Like
They look like zombies.
Yeah, but like when I say they're everywhere, like you're walking down the Hollywood Walk of Fame and they're asleep on top of Elvis Presley's star. You know, like they don't give a shit.
Arse out.
Yeah, they're everywhere, but they do not bother you at all. Whereas New York crackheads, like it's like they've risen out.
But
of
New York
to
in
take
general,
over.
the energy's different, and everyone's on.
Yeah, it's very active.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA was more. I was saying to Jason earlier, like LA is quite. It felt quite sad a lot of the time, innit? Like I think we spotted it like a few days in. There's just a real sad energy in like you'll speak to people and you can tell that they've gone out there with these ambitions and it's not worked out or whatever. And they're just fronting that they're loving life.
Yeah, they're close to a meltdown.
Yeah, like you speak to anyone for longer than 10 minutes in a smoking area and they'll be like, I fucking hate it here and I want to leave.
Yeah.
But they just have to pretend that everything's great and that they're living their best life.
Yeah.
We met a guy who, we asked him where's good to eat. And this man was like, do you like sushi? We invented sushi in LA. And Raj was like, what, not in Japan, bro? Like, what the But yeah, they're interesting people.
Yeah, definitely that.
No
one from LA is from LA either.
No.
Yeah, I think when I went, I can't remember meeting any locals.
The only locals we met were the Bloods that we met outside.
Oh yeah, did you have any interactions with the gang affiliated community?
With a few.
We're actually not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, we can't name names, but we made some connections.
Did you?
Yeah,
we're affiliated.
They
really liked us for some reason. Like they were openly telling us like crimes that they'd committed and they'd known us for like 10 minutes, and then we ran into them like 2 days later, and they were like, "Oh shit!" Like they were happy.
Like you're like Kerr.
Yeah. Well, no,
he couldn't say C's, but you know.
Yeah, I kept taking the piss out of the one. He just kept going, "Man, you stupid man." But they were very nice guys.
Yeah,
I feel like we unified the streets.
Mm.
It was weird though, because there was people having conversations outside this party that like were in different gangs, but they were just kind of like, "Oh yeah, like it is what it is, isn't it?" Like it wasn't like I thought it'd be immediately. They'd be like, "Oh, there's a problem there," but they were just kind of like, "Oh, how come you're in that? You got like family?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, cousins," and he's like, "Ah, yeah, same." And it was just like, that is what it is.
How do Bloods say cousins?
Cousins.
Don't think they do.
Oh.
They just say auntie's son.
Okay.
What does he mean when you say cur? Is that not your cousin?
Yeah,
but you can't say C.
Bloods can't say C's.
Oh shit! Okay.
I tried to learn to
so
crip walk for a night.
Him trying to crip walk is the most painful thing I've ever
I didn't know that was a thing. How do you walk? Is that where you like
show him?
I'll show you.
Walk with your
It's not gonna be on camera, though, is it?
No, just show Jason.
I'll do a description.
No,
so
go over there. Get yourself some crip walking space.
So Joe's got his.
One foot, innit?
Okay, so he's tapping his right foot.
Move the other one.
Oh, so it's like a dance. So it's like shuffling.
Oh yeah.
You gotta throw C's up.
Except he looks like a puppet. Getting fucking like fucking.
Well, like he's in
Pinocchio.
NSYNC. Bye.
He looks like someone's got strings on him.
Well, listen, sorry, I was trying to adapt to the culture.
You was trying to get a shot, big man.
Yeah, good fun.
You told me you had a story from New York to tell me. What?
Oh yeah, so you were asking what were gigs like? For the most part, or like decent, like harder to get than it is. Like I thought you'd go to New York and it'd be like, well, there's 50 gigs a night, so you can jump on anywhere.
It's like there's 50 gigs, but you have to pay $20 each time.
Yeah, just their admin's pretty bad. They're not very organised or anything. So they'll literally be like, yeah, come through to this show, and then you'll get there and they'll be like, don't know what's happened, mate, but you know the venue's not open and shit like that. But like the ones that we did, we never had a bad time at a gig. Some of the gigs weren't great, but we never came out of there being like, that was awful. But the first gigs I had in New York, so obviously weed's legal in New York now, isn't it? So we get out there.
Fucking hell, that feels like a lifetime ago.
So we get out there, and when weed's legal, but they've gone over the top. Like every other shop.
Oh,
is
it's
a weed shop.
like it's literally it's so excessive that you don't even want to smoke weed.
Yeah.
Not that I do anyway, but it's like, you know, if you go somewhere, like if you go Amsterdam, you're like, oh, I could like have a space cake, or I could smoke a bit of weed.
Well, it's good weed though. I mean, I didn't try it, but it's good weed.
What did you do, like a lab test on it or something like that?
Nah.
Yeah, this is a sativa.
No, we were out there, and basically I saw this one shop that was round the corner from the apartment, and I was like, I can't be asked to smoke, but I'll just buy some edibles in it.
Yeah.
So bought these edibles from this shop. By the way, the guy in the shop, it was like midday on a weekday, like midday on a Tuesday or something. And I said to the guy, just get some edibles, and they had different strengths. And I said, just give me the weakest ones in it. And then out of curiosity, I said, what do the strongest ones do? He said, yeah, you could get these. They just knock you out. I was like, it's midday. Like, I'm all right. I'll just get the weakest ones in it. So get back to the apartment, do this edible, and like it was very fun for like an hour. You know what I mean? Laughing at nothing and stuff like that, classic shit. And then I was like, I could just lie down for a minute. You know what I mean? Lost like half a day. Just fell asleep on the sofa. Woke up still the highest I've ever been in my life.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So it didn't even wear off.
Nah,
Shit.
I
didn't realise it was that long lasting. I thought it was like 6. I thought just go to sleep, gone.
If I had, I wouldn't have done them at that time. You know what I mean? I was not coming down.
Did you get to the point where, like, you know, when you get like that paranoid, you're like, is this ever going to end? Am I stuck in this?
Well, I wanted it to end
like this
I had
forever.
2 shows that night, so I had to leave still stoned to the bone, mate. And then the first show was in the basement of a weed shop where everyone in the audience was smoking weed while the comedians were on stage. And I was just so high. Like, I got on stage and was like, this is redundant. Like, we're both fucked. So it was fine. It just became a Q&A. As soon as they heard my accent, they were just asking me questions about England. And rather than like wrap up the Q&A to do a set, I was just like answering questions to them like I was doing a TED talk.
So you're more like a representative going over there, like an ambassador.
Pretty much, yeah. Told them about the culture. And then by the time we did the second show, I was all right.
What do you think the weirdest thing is about American culture? Compared to the UK, just from maybe observations that you made in your time there. I know it's different between...
The energy. Everyone's always on the go. Everyone's always happy, chatty. Not happy, but they're chatty and loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're quite reserved. You know, you sit on the tube, no one talks to each other. You get on the tube there, you're going to get a fucking show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People reading poetry out and shit like that.
Yeah, just mad shit.
I think
just
the bravado.
Because,
like, everyone's not happy there. But
they
all try and put out that they're happy. Like, I think that's the difference.
In New York?
Yeah.
I think people are happy in New York.
No, but I think it's like, yeah, inevitably, not everyone's going to be having a good day, but they seem to make the effort to still be like, oh, hey, how are you? I hope you have a great day or whatever. Whereas over here, we're just like, just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
They make more of a conscious effort, I think, to be like, this is a great day. What a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
We do not do that. And it's quite exhausting after a bit. I found it, like, it was nice, and I kept saying to people, like, you people are a lot nicer than I expected you to be. But
it is the land of opportunity, though, isn't it? It is the land of opportunity.
Yeah, I must have referred to at least 15 things a day as the American dream.
It is. A lot of it is the American dream.
Yeah. Well, we got off the ferry from Staten Island, no, from
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island.
Yeah.
And there's people like, oh, $5 and I'll draw you a caricature. Or like, do you want to buy an I Love New York hat? And then in the middle of all of that is just this massive black guy just going, do you want to hold my snake? And he's just got a giant python around his neck.
Oh, I thought you were on about something.
Nah, no price, no hag, no nothing, no market stall set up. It's just, do you want to hold my snake?
It's the guy going, mega, 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 mega. And I just went, I wonder what he's selling.
Also, I think my favourite moment of New York was when we went on the Statue of Liberty tour. And we had this tour guide.
Do you think Statue of Liberty is overrated?
Nah, it was alright. But like, we went to Ellis Island after, and got to the museum, and we got this guy, Anthony Furtado or something.
Oh, so he's a proper New Yorker.
Yeah. And he's
I sound Australian then.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's telling this story about like the immigration into Ellis
Nah.
Island.
There's better. It goes when we got food.
You want to go in? All right.
No, when we got food, yeah. So this guy's showing us the Statue of Liberty, yeah. He's giving us the detailed tour of the Statue of Liberty, how it got there, the struggle of the people and the women kicking off when the statue was a woman, and all of this stuff, right? And then we go and get some food, and go on.
Yeah, so in all of that as well, he's a very good tour guide. Like, he was great, very funny, very informative, very professional. He then goes, right, you've got like 20 minutes before we go to Ellis Island. Either go to the museum or go get some food. So me and him had breakfast, so we're like, let's go get some food. We're standing there eating, and all you can hear from behind us is, and you tell that fucking bitch, you fucking tell her, she fucking better keep my name out of her fucking bitch mouth. And I fucking told that whore. I gave her the money. Fucking wah, wah, wah. This guy was going in.
But
on
he
the phone.
knew it was him. I didn't know.
As soon as I heard the voice, I looked.
So I've turned around, locked eyes with him, and he's gone, shit, in his head.
How's you liking the tour, guys?
Yeah. Was he like your best mate for the rest of the tour?
Like
yeah.
back into business.
No, but I mean, he's like, shit, these guys have got dirt on me now.
He was telling us, we were like, we're going to LA in a few days, and he's like, wear neutral colours. He's giving us all this advice about LA.
Why neutral colours?
Because I was wearing like a blue t-shirt, and he was like, you wear that in the wrong neighborhood in LA, you might get fucking some shit pop off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was a good guy. But we get to the Ellis Island tour. He's telling us about the immigration. We get to the museum, and he's like, you're going to go into the museum, and you're going to see all the stories of people who emigrated to America because they wanted a better life. Yeah. And he goes, what I want to share with you now is, my name's Anthony Fontano. My family, my grandpa, he came from Sicily. He came with nothing. He left his family. He came here. Start a new life, man, and he did. And my grandpa, he died a few years ago, and I wish I'd asked him more questions about what was that journey like. What was that like to start a new life here? I wish I'd asked him. So you go in that museum and you learn about these people. It's an incredible story, and it means a lot to me. This kid puts his hand up. This kid's like 10 years old. Puts his hand up. He goes, "You got a question for me, little man?" He goes, "The birds don't like me in New York. It just pooped on me." And Anthony's just like, "Okay, that's the end of the tour. Tips are welcome."
Just cut him down. Did no one laugh when they said that?
But me
Oh
and him
god,
were
that's so sick.
Funny, man.
Did you tip the geezer at the end of it?
Yeah, we tipped him, but it was such a heartfelt story that kid just really, really shat on the punch.
Literally, yeah.
It was
He
terrible.
got shat on a lot though. That
I didn't realise he was covered. He must
was
have been
covered
anger
in
into it.
Maybe he wasn't wearing neutral colours. Like that's the.
He was catching smoke, mate.
There was that one guy as well that I must have stared at this guy a little too long, right? Without realising. He's not looking at me though, right? He's not looking at me, and I'm just staring at him, thinking, okay. Like I'm just staring at him, yeah, and I like look away, and all I hear is, "You looking at me?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "I knew it, I felt it. I'm a Gemini." I was like, "What?" So yeah, Americans are weird, bro.
Yeah,
I can just imagine you standing there just being confused about it.
He was so intense though. We were literally we were sat at a table in this beer garden in this bar, minding our business. This geezer has this whole interaction with Raj about how he's a Gemini and starts telling him about his fucking artwork that he does and stuff like this. Then he's like, "Oh, I got some friends over there who are going to London. I'll have to get him to speak to you guys." We're thinking we've already swapped Instagrams and that. We're thinking he's just going to be like, "Oh, I'll tell him to hit you up when we're in London." He's like, "Do you mind if I go get him?" We're like, "What?" He runs off and just brings his friends back and just presents us to his friends like we're fucking circus freaks. And then we had to speak to him for like half an hour. He just wouldn't fuck
It was
up.
a lot. They talk a lot. Man.
Do you ask for a tip at the end?
I should have done.
They talk a lot, bro.
Yeah, if you get cornered by them in small talk, they are not leaving you alone.
Yeah.
Like I was on a work thing last weekend in Barcelona. Some of the Americans came over. All good crack, but one of the big debates that was going on was like, who's better, like English, British, European, maybe sportsman or American sportsman? Like, could an American football player play in rugby, and could a rugby player play in American football? And it was really, really intense. What do you think?
I think I've seen more. like footballers, like our footballers, who then you'll see videos of them just being like playing basketball for the first time, and they're just sick. They've just got mad coordination. You see like the video of like Ben Foster nearly beat the record for the longest field goal ever scored.
Oh, really?
In the NFL, like he literally hit the bar. But then equally, I saw that video of fucking Steph Curry just rocking up to play golf at a Pro-Am tournament, and he scored a hole-in-one. And it was like that scene in Space Jam where fucking Michael Jordan hits the board and they just magnet it into the hole. And so I don't know. They're just mad.
Because they take sports pretty serious in the US. Did you watch any sports while you're over there? Did you watch any on TV or like
the
any...
NFL had just started, hadn't it? So we watched a fair bit of the NFL. Like
that's what I mean. The Rugby World Cup's on at the minute, so the debate was like, could someone in the NFL, like, I think the different NFL kind of athletes, aren't they? I think they've definitely been hit a lot more times in the head in the NFL.
It's more. I think it's a more technical sport, the NFL, than rugby.
But rugby.
Do you think? I think rugby's pretty technical when you watch it.
Rugby, it's very slick, but I think rugby is like fundamentally you're lining up, and you've just got to you just keep going forward. Ball can only
you're
go
trudging forward.
Whereas the NFL is all different plays.
Yeah, it's a lot more technical with the plays and everything, isn't it?
In that sense.
Yeah.
It's still mad watching a sick rugby team just constantly going through phases and then back into position and then but I think the NFL is more technical because there's just more going on. But I don't know. I haven't watched any of the rugby either, to be honest.
I don't understand rugby. I won man of the tournament once.
You was what?
I won man of the tournament once.
What, for rugby?
Yeah, didn't know what I was doing.
Just running around like literally.
Just.
By the way, did you see this is completely off topic from what we've been talking about
I was about to go off topic.
Did you see the news article today about the crocodile expert in Australia?
I sent you this article earlier. I literally sent you this article this morning.
Have you seen it? Did you read it? I was like, there's a crocodile expert in Australia.
It's nice to see that you read what I send over. Like, this is funny.
No, there's a crocodile expert in Australia.
He's met David Attenborough before.
Does he know Ramit?
No, he didn't.
Does he know Reggie?
He didn't meet him. He hosted David Attenborough in his house years ago because they were filming something at his house.
I bet they fucking were.
This guy has been tried and convicted in a court in Australia.
Fucked a crocodile.
Bro, this man has fucked upward 31 dogs.
That's like you though, isn't it?
Crazy. He's been workshopping that all day.
I haven't actually. I have actually.
That's in his fucking manifestation.
Remember to rinse Joe about the dogs.
He fucked 31 dogs.
This geezer's got a shipping container.
Wait, one dog. One dog 31 times or 30?
Nah, different.
One dog. That would be fucking brutal.
Would it though? Other dog might enjoy it.
Oh.
Nah, this man's got a shipping container in his garden that's full of cameras and different
sex
toys and stuff like that. So this man,
what kind of sex toys?
Squeaky Mo.
You reckon it's a lead? It's like,
but he's been filming it and distributing it on the internet and stuff like that.
Does he mask up?
Nah. Someone found one of the videos and that's where we got reported.
The thing is, you get a lot of the same things that you would have as normal sex toys are actually suitable for dogs, aren't they? Though, leads,
we took their position, didn't we?
Dog collar.
We took their position.
What?
Doggy.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in the pecking order. I was like, what is... But the worst thing about this story is they were saying, how did he get these dogs? Yeah. So they were like.
Is it the same way he gets his dogs?
What, by manifesting them?
No, you got a Tinder app for dogs?
Yeah.
No, but it's not.
Borrow my dog.
Smash my dog!
Yeah. No, literally just borrow my dog and then it comes back with 2 legs missing.
Borrow my dog.
Borrow my dog.
Borrow my dog. Dig him out.
The worst part is it's not that far removed. So He was such a trusted animal expert in his community that if there was local families...
This is so stupid.
If there was local families that were like, we're having to relocate for work and we can't take our dog, he'd be like, oh, I'll take it in. It's fine, thinking he was being like a good Samaritan. And then my man goes and rails the dog in his shipping container and puts it on the internet.
And where does the dog go?
He just kills him after. And then, like,
No.
Yeah. See, the judge, basically everyone's in this courtroom, the jury, the press, the public, everyone. And when it got to sentencing, the judge told everybody, he ordered everyone to leave the courtroom other than the lawyers, because he was like, nobody should have to hear what I've got to go through in a minute. So just he kicked everyone out, and he's been charged. Wild.
So he's got a life sentence.
He says here...
he hasn't been given a sentence yet, but he's been found guilty.
It says here the former academic who once hosted legendary broadcaster and biologist David Attenborough was born in the UK and completed his PhD in zoology at the University of Bristol. Britain would share videos and images of himself sexually exploiting the dogs on online forums under pseudonyms. I wonder what his pseudonyms were.
Pseudonyms were? Fucking hell.
It's fucking wrong though.
Yeah. I wonder what it was though. I wonder what his pseudonyms were.
It would be like, I don't know, like Dog Boy.
Do you...
Dog boy.
Do you go down to the dog or do you hold the dog up?
Yeah, this went through my head worrying.
Would you think it would be Dirty Dog? Would that be a pseudonym?
He's got to muzzle him up. He's got to muzzle him up first and foremost.
Why? Depends on the dog, I guess.
I don't want to get bitten by a small.
You don't want an XL bully. With
Yeah, fuck it up.
Can you imagine if he bit off?
It's not the dog, it's the owner.
He's bit off more than he can chew this time.
Isn't that
Don't bum my bully.
That's his pseudonym, XL Bully.
XL Bully.
Don't you have... Ain't that the way to stop them biting?
Oh, so you reckon that's how it started? You reckon he got bitten by a wild dog and thought, here we go.
He put his finger in and went, that's warm.
How you gonna...
Well, mate, if you did it to an XL Bully, it would just bite your cock off.
No, that's how you stop them biting. If you're getting
Mate,
bit by a dog, you're meant to put your finger up the
XL
arse,
Bully
right?
wouldn't care, mate. It would just...
I'm booting it in the jaw.
Mate, I would rip one of those things apart if it came to me.
The
I'd
XL Bully video.
I'd put a stone for his head.
Nah, the XL Bully videos are hilarious.
No, but they lock jaw, right?
No, like the videos of them attacking people aren't funny, but the videos of the marches are fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the guy that he turns up at the march and he's got this big fucking lead and collar, like draped over his shoulder, and it's covered in like big spikes and like jewelry and bling and stuff, and he's like, but that's what it is, isn't it? It's just bling. It's just bling. I mean, Elton John's got one of these. How's that an argument?
The arguments are pretty poor in terms of like people like justifying it, but this is like a story on a few different levels. I went to a dog show thing at the weekend in Parsons Green.
in Brisbane.
It was like
a dog show in Brisbane.
But to be fair, it was for like brain cancer research.
Oh, it's alright then.
It was called.
Like
this guy borrows people's dogs and goes to dog shows.
It was called.
He does not own a dog.
It was called Bark in the
Park. You know who else
Park.
didn't own a dog?
This man
with the shipping container. Bro.
It was called Bark in the Park, right?
Where was it?
It was in Parsons Green.
Okay.
And
down the road.
I tell you what, there was not an XL Bully in sight, mate.
Well, did you not see?
There were nowhere to be seen. No, because obviously all the people are just like middle class with like little kind of like posh dogs.
No, because listen, and this is a service announcement to my people. I'm sick of Birmingham getting slandered, but I also struggle to defend us a lot of the time. Because I'm
sorry I fucked you.
Woof woof.
In the Birmingham Mail the other day, there was people on Facebook that were trying to arrange the biggest XL Bully meetup in a park in Handsworth. But it wasn't just the owners. They were like, it said, bring your dogs and bring your children.
Bring as many children. It's like, this is going to be a bloodbath.
So, what happens to people that have one? They just get put down?
I think so.
What, the people?
In some ways, it is very sad. If
you should just send them to a country where they are allowed.
What, so they can kill their kids?
Well, no. I'm sure the death of kids compared to how many dogs there are is...
Yeah, it's not huge.
Yeah.
But equally, like we had a family friend years ago who got I can't remember the name of it, but this dog's like fucking huge. Like when it stood up, it was taller than this guy, and this guy's like 6'4". Like it's one of them dogs.
Was it a tosser?
Nah, it was I can't remember, but he was explaining the breed to us at the time when he got it. And in Africa, these dogs used to be used to hunt lions. Like, Matt, and we were like, why the fuck have you got this dog? And he was like, I just like the look of it. This dog, I swear to God, he would come round our house.
It's like you can't hold on a gun for that reason, can you?
Yeah.
Like, why? So why are you allowed a dog?
With this guy, yeah, because he's really good mates with my old man, and my old man loves dogs, and it's not as much as the geezer in Australia, but he loves.
Or you.
He loves dogs. Yeah, he loves dogs in a normal way. So his mate had come round and he'd be like, "Oh, how you getting on with the dog?" This geezer, look at, he's 6'4". He was like a European champion kickboxer. This guy, brick shit house. My old man's like, "How you getting on with the dog?" And he'd be like, "I don't like the way I catch him looking at me sometimes." And he's like, seriously, he's like, if I'm around my missus or around the kids, and for whatever reason I move a bit quicker than he's expecting, he's on me. Like it's really intense, and he's like, there's a really uncomfortable energy in the house, and I don't know what to do about it.
Well, I was saying like the same kind of thing. Like when that thing that I went to, like they had like some kind of a sub course, you know, where the dog has to like go around and stuff like that. They're doing all that
agility course.
Yeah, and I was like, if this was in my hometown, it would be full of just XL bullies, and then they just have like a doll in the middle, and then whoever rips apart the doll would actually win.
Yeah, it's been a mad story. When I first saw it, I thought this is going to be a bit of fuss about nothing, but it just Twitter's been incredible for it, and like I saw something the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, we're going to ban XL bullies, but we're still knighting paedophiles." I was like, all right.
The arguments are just crazy, aren't they? And then like I saw when someone put that post up, then someone put like a post up of an XL bully on like a fucking laptop, just typing away.
Yeah, honestly, like people have just been going in. You know, fucking shout out Richard Stott. His Twitter's very funny, but he put a picture up of fucking like Lady Gaga's meat dress, and he's like, "What I'm gonna wear to the XL Bully March to stir up some trouble." Like, it's been fucking. It's been very funny, but yeah, there's a part of me that, like I said, I do feel sorry for, and they're gonna get the dogs taken off, and the dogs are probably gonna get killed. But what's wrong with a Labrador? Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Well,
I don't think you need such a crazy ass massive dog that might kill. But if she backs it up,
I wonder what. Like, do you know this guy though? Like, what type to round this off? Like, what type of? It says here, Britain was a prominent NT crocodile expert and a senior researcher
back on my man. Sorry.
At CDU. None of his offending is alleged to have been against the reptiles. It's like, can you imagine, like, if he thought like one day he's going to go for the crocodile, but then he just had to back down, and he was just like, I'm just going to have to settle on the canines.
Well, I wouldn't know where to start with a crocodile.
They've got a little cloaca, haven't they?
What underneath?
Where they pop the eggs out. Yeah.
What underneath?
Yeah.
What? That's their satisfaction hole.
I don't know if it's the satisfaction hole. It's basically
How
like,
do they get pregnant?
I don't know. Fucking
Google
probably.
it, please.
It just reminded me as well of, like, you remember that South Park episode with Steve Irwin?
Google crocodiles sex.
I can't Google crocodile sex. I'd rather just, how does a crocodile get pregnant?
Incognito mode.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
But yeah, have you seen that South Park episode where they get Steve Irwin on, and it's just him following the animals round? And like, to get the good footage, you'll be like, "Oh, this one's a ripper. I like the look of this one. Nah, if I just stick my thumb up its ass." That's the whole episode until he gets ripped apart by a fucking.
But like that guy, what dog do you think he started on? Do you reckon he started on something medium sized, or?
It's got to be something small, isn't it?
Well, you'd small and work your way up.
Yeah.
Female American crocodiles can produce offspring without males.
Oh, is it? So they can just asexual
Crocodile makes herself pregnant in Costa Rica.
Is it the same with alligators?
That's not asexual, is it?
It's asexual reproduction, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that asexual?
Yeah.
Asexual in a sexuality term isn't, but in biology, asexual reproduction is when you can reproduce without any exterior input.
I think asexual is really misleading as a title for sexuality in humans. Actually.
Why?
Because it's not asexual. It's not sexual, isn't it?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So you're saying because they're not asexual being,
yeah,
they can't say that they're an asexual person?
No, I'm not saying they can say whatever they want.
We've lost him now down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, literally. You're going to be going on TikTok, YouTube.
No. I was just wondering if
you've lost like 6 hours of your life just because of this conversation.
If this was your search history, is it or not?
What?
Is this your search history I'm looking at, or is this just 10 trending search?
Send us spoilers. No, it's definitely not mine. Shania, what was it? Shania Twain.
Oh, so Shania Twain was in Glasgow when I was there.
Oh, is that why she's trending? These are all trending things. Let's have a look at the trending shit.
I was just about to Google crocodile sex.
No.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, I'm going Florida next week. There's 1 million alligators in Florida.
Oh my god, you can watch loads of them.
That is fucking mental. So I'm going to go and watch them reproduce asexually.
They sneak up on you, bro. Be careful. Yeah, Shania Twain. The hotel was just full of cowboy hats, man. Oh, and loud women. And I thought, do you know what? I only know one song from Shania Twain.
Is that don't impress me much?
What was this? Wexford Drugs?
Oh no, it's More Than a Woman.
What song's that? That's the one you know.
Is that not the one I know?
More Than a Woman.
No, what's the one you said? Yeah, that's the one I know. Yeah.
More Than a Woman. More Than a Woman.
Is that not her?
No. Not at all.
Do you know what? You know what the American football rugby question reminded me of? CTE.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Benoit had CTE.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know? Did you know? I'm trying. Did you know Chris Benoit killed his wife and kid, right?
Yeah.
And then killed himself.
Yeah.
You know he had like a brain of an 85-year-old.
Yeah. I watched Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how he killed his son? Do you know?
He
crippler crossfaced his son to
death,
bro.
He didn't.
Bro, he used his...
That's bullshit, mate.
I swear down.
That's bullshit. You're fucking...
What the fuck has that got to do with the brain of an 85-year-old?
What, you were like impressed that he could still do a crippler crossface?
No.
85-year-old does crippler
crossface. He was 85 to
That was just context. But
man used the context was he killed his family.
Yeah, but you were just really pleased with his cognitive abilities as an 85-year-old.
It's just mad that he used his signature move to kill his son.
That's bullshit. He did, bro. I've watched the documentary. Have you watched Dark Side of the Ring?
No.
He put his entrance music
Dark Side of the Ring is what that guy was doing to the dogs, bro.
Yeah, he basically, if I remember right, I think he drugged him and then suffocated him.
With the crippler crossface?
Yeah, I don't think he crippler crossfaced him. That was...
Did Chris Benoit crippler crossface his son?
And probably come up with a TikTok
Late
video.
wrestling star Chris Benoit murdered his 7-year-old son with his trademark ring move, the crippler crossface, according to police. And that came out this year.
Don't believe it.
Big man, it says the police.
What kind of police?
Playing this in the background.
Imagine just doing your signature move on your son, bruv.
The top comment on his entrance song. This song plays in my head every time my wife hasn't cooked dinner for me after work.
No, we shouldn't laugh.
Imagine it's like 3 a.m. His family are asleep. Wake up, here it is. Boots the door down.
Shit. Oh, we're going to need to cut this.
You were too excited to tell me that news as well.
I thought that's just a wild...
Mate, have you watched any of the Dark Side of the Ring?
No, you've asked me 4 times. No.
Mate, they're so good. Like, the Guerrero one's sad as fuck.
The Guerrero one's bleak.
What's it on?
It's on Vice. So it's on
YouTube as well.
It's Vice TV.
Right.
Yeah, the Eddie Guerrero one's sad as fuck.
You don't believe that he crippler crossfaced his kid?
I want to believe it, but
I think in reality... He
didn't he hang himself on his lap pull down machine afterwards?
And he left. Yeah, he hung himself on his lap.
He did have some crazy lats.
And he drank like a bottle of wine, but then he put like a Bible, like by each of the bodies. It's really sad, actually.
Yeah. No, his
Stop
brain.
Looking at me like that.
Stop talking about his 85-year-old brain.
His brain was mush. Is what I'm saying. His brain was fucked.
See,
like the damage that wrestling had done. Yeah.
Mate, it's crazy.
But to crippler crossface your kid, mad.
Yeah, but did you never crippler crossface one of your mates when you were at school?
I didn't kill him though.
Yeah, but he's stronger than me.
Did you have your own special move?
Nah, I remember doing
like
the
the
walls
old
of Jericho
DDT.
to my mate once and heard his back click about 5 times.
Yeah, I can remember when I pedigreed someone off a
pedigree's
bench.
dangerous.
I did it off a bench, and then
Onto
I got
solid
like
concrete,
onto like onto the grass, but it was like hard grass. You know, in
But
middle
it's
of
got to hit
summer.
your knees. That's what you got to
Yeah.
do. It's got to hit your knees.
Yeah, but then you don't want to hurt yourself, so you just put their head into the fucking...
Yeah, but you didn't really think of that, did you? Like when you were a kid, you were like, okay, what's the maximum damage? I had like my own special move where I put my foot between someone's legs and then just pull on both the legs.
What, on their crotch?
What did
On
you
their
call
crotch, I call it the Tasker testicle lock.
You know what? I was expecting worse. That's not bad, actually. A good use of alliteration. Yeah.
But like, think how many people I've stopped having children because of that. So I'm actually doing a service to my local area.
What would be your signature? The Bingham Banger.
Yeah, but I think it'd be...
Doggy style.
I don't think... Yeah, just put a mask on like a furry.
Now coming to the ring, Birmingham Bingham.
That was another thing as well. Did you see, like, I saw, like, don't know where I heard this story, like some American cop came out as like a person.
As a furry.
He likes to dress up in as a dog.
It was
Beautiful dogs.
He was an ex-military like commander as well. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw a fucking brilliant video on the internet where someone was going, This is why American military is the most feared military in the world. Is like, imagine you're in the middle of fucking Islamabad. Bullets flying around everywhere, and you see some jacked cunt with an LMG dressed as a dog barking at you. You're like, we can't win this war. It's like a fucking mental. He's got a dog wife.
His wife's a dog. Everyone knows it.
We both watched that while we were in New York as well. We watched it in separate rooms, trying to get to sleep, and neither of us slept. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I watched it with Jessie, and like she never watched him before, and she was creasing. By the end of it, it was like a new fan. Like, well, let's watch more of him.
Them guys on the monkey bars. It's just next level. That whole bit he did at the end about going to George Washington's house.
Yeah,
and he's in the dungeon. It's just fucking incredible.
Did you not come with me to watch it in London? No.
Oh, also, talking about fucking small world, before we've got to wrap things up, we were in the cellar last night before we went to LA, and the MC's talking to the room, and there's a guy in the front row with his mates, and he goes, where are you guys from? He goes, I'm from London. And he goes, okay. He goes, and what do you do for a living? He goes, I produce podcasts. He goes, oh, really? Any I'd have heard of? And he goes, yeah, Darren Brown's. Same geezer from Sam Morrell's show in Leicester Square Theatre that Vittorio spoke to about Darren Brown's podcast. The MC spoke to him in the cellar as well. Same bloke, the producer of Darren Brown's podcast. Yeah, mind freak.
He couldn't have given less of a fuck.
He was Googling crocodile sex.
I was, yeah.
Did you Google that yet? And I'm going to Google it, fuck it.
Yeah, it did. This just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't. They've literally.
I'm a crocodile expert. It doesn't happen.
They're the only remaining dinosaurs on the planet, but they just don't fuck.
Why is Jesse Lingard trending?
I don't know.
He's probably going to join Miami. Oh, that's what I should. I'm gonna. So when I go to Miami, I'm gonna go and watch Miami Heat. I've got tickets for that. It's pre-season, but it'll still be pretty sick. I need to try and watch the football. Don't I really? I need to try and watch Messi. Don't I really?
Well, go to the NFL. The Dolphins.
Oh shit!
The Dolphins are flying at the minute. If you can get tickets to go see the Miami Dolphins, they won. Like they won 70-20 on the weekend. Like
I have to have a look.
Next level. So if you can get tickets for them,
do you watch American football?
I've never it's one of them things that I want to, because I speak to American people every day. It's one of the things that I want to get into. Who should I support?
I think you just got to pick it on vibes.
Nah, fuck that.
Because with basketball, I'm Knicks now, because I went to New York, watched the Knicks for the whole time I was there, because it was playoffs. I was like, I'm a Knicks fan now.
You got two ways. Either the first game you watch, pick a team, or put all the teams in a hat and just pick one out.
Or do you do it off like your favourite animal, so like the crocodiles or the dogs?
You could
put all the teams in your little handbag and pick one out.
Yeah, could do. I think I prefer
Should we do it now?
No, I prefer to go with like just.
Should we do a randomizer with all the teams? Will we pick your team now?
Okay, pick me a team.
But do you want to know how crocodiles have sex?
Yeah, go on.
Seconds after alignment, the male inseminates the female with his hidden penis.
With his what?
Hidden penis.
Hidden penis.
That man's gonna be on dispatches.
Innit?
But yeah. I need to pick I need to pick a team to support. When I was a teenager, I picked the Baltimore Ravens because I liked Ray Rice, and then he beat the shit out of his wife.
We're all gonna pick a team now, and we're gonna.
So you haven't got a team at the minute?
Nah. I'll change it, and then
what are they not doing?
Next episode, we'll all wear our jerseys. How about that?
Okay, go on then.
Right, you ready? This is for you.
Mm-hmm.
You now support the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good.
They lost their first game of the season, but it was game of the weekend. So
Okay.
Joe, you support the Baltimore Ravens.
Still.
Is that you had before? Still.
Yeah.
Is that your team?
It was when I was a teenager.
And I support...
I prefer the colours of the Dolphins. I'd like to support
Is the Dolphins blue?
Atlanta
and...
Falcons.
They're pretty good. The Miami Dolphins are who was in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when the mascot gets stolen.
Is that blue and orange, or is that Tampa Bay?
Blue and orange.
Blue and orange, yeah. What colour are Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
White and red.
Okay. I know a lot of the teams. I just never really watched the game.
Do you understand the...
No. I know that you have to...
4 tries to get 10 yards.
Okay.
4... Okay, because rugby's tries. 4 attempts to go 10 yards.
Okay.
You also... I've just completely lost my train of thought there.
You also...
yeah, there was a lot of baseball on while we were over there as well, but that is...
Baseball's meant to be boring, isn't it?
Okay. Like, it'd be going on for ages, and then it'd just end 1-0.
I watched ice hockey while I was over there. That was a playoff season as well, and it was New York versus New Jersey. That was like...
Decent.
That was decent. Yeah, people were proper into that.
Is it the New York Islanders?
No, who were the other ones? The New York...
I don't know. We were...
That's the jersey I bought.
I think we were just unfortunate. We went over there in the off season for like a lot. So baseball and football was all that was on. Basketball hasn't started yet. Soccer's still pre-season. But yeah, I reckon go and try and watch the Dolphins.
Because Inter Miami, they don't play in Miami. They play in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I'm going there for a day, so...
Yeah,
Also, their fixtures are backwards, right? So if you see Inter Miami versus...
Yeah.
It means Inter Miami at.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you see Inter Miami name first, that means they're away.
Apparently, it's really hard to get tickets.
Yeah. I mean, I could have got some, but it was the day we landed. But it wasn't cheap. It was like 200 quid for shit seats, and Messi didn't even play.
Is he not?
What's your team called?
Los Angeles...
Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Cool.
All right.
Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Crocodiles have secret penises, and Chris Benoit is a savage.
Yeah.
So they are actually playing when I'm there.
What, the Dolphins?
No, into Miami. They're playing Cincinnati.
Yeah, but what stadium?
The DRV PNK Stadium, which is the one in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else.
Same.
All right, wonderful. Thanks for coming back. Hope you didn't miss us too much.
I feel like re-energized now. I feel like that was a good episode.
You're just seeing beyond the curtain here. Tell us what we're going to clip up. Tell the people what to look forward to. Yeah, man. Thanks for listening. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Ta-ra.
See ya. Bye.
Peace.
This has been The Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.